Let me just say what a pleasure it is to be here before you, Mr. Chairman, and allowing me to come, and truly in a bipartisan way, because the person that we're here to speak on behalf of is truly a bipartisan person wanting to get things done. So I want to thank Senator Lee for being here also, because I know they've been great friends, but Governor Huntsman is a dear friend of mine, is a personal friend of mine. And governors have a bond, unlike most other bonds in the political life. We all have the same problems. We have the same concerns for our constituents. And we try to share our successes we have and help each other not to repeat the same mistakes that we've made. So it's a really unusual bond. But to Mary Kay, his wife, and Gail and I and John have done things together, and we've enjoyed being with each other and become fast friends. They have 6 of their 7 children here with them today. They have 2 grandchildren and many more on the way, I'm sure, as we talk. But with that being said, John has a resume. It's unbelievable. And when you think about what John has done in the past, ambassador to both China and Singapore, Deputy United States Trade Representative, Deputy Assistant Secretary of Commerce for East Asian and Pacific Affairs, and Deputy Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Trade Development. But John is known for his 2 terms as governor for Utah. And the people overwhelmingly have supported John and endorsed and voted for him. But John left the state in such great shape financially, and we had a lot in common during the difficult times when the crash happened in 27, 28. What I know John Huntsman is this, the compassion he has, and I've said this before. We both gone through mining tragedies, and the mining tragedies we had in our states were devastating to not just those of the families involved, but to all of us. And I watched John rise up in the compassion he had for each and every one of them, making sure it never repeated itself again. I have seen that. I've worked with John in a group called No Labels. He and I were the first co-chairs of No Labels, trying to bring people together in a bipartisan way, looking for a solution, not trying to exasperate the problems and identify the weaknesses of both sides. I've watched John. We have a troubled world that we live in, and at this time, we are the greatest superpower, the only superpower in the world. But superpower means more than having super military might. It means having super diplomatic might also. That's going to take a person with the skills unlike anything we've ever seen before. Russia is a challenge to us, but it's one that we have to face and we have to work with and try to find a pathway forward. There's only one person that I know of, and truly I mean this in the bottom of my heart, that I believe can go to Russia, try to find a pathway, open up a dialogue, find a pathway forward, and find agreements where we may have disagreements, we respect each other and move forward in a troubled world, trying to keep it less violent. I come here with great pleasure and the opportunity to say to my friend, thank you for wanting to step up and serve again. John is a tremendous patriot and a tremendous American, but he's also a great friend, and I appreciate him very much. So I'd encourage all of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to vote unanimously for this outstanding nominee that we have before us. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.